the repetition of one thing, my dear. Slide number 2, slide number 3, and slide number 4. I will upload this presentation on MS Teams. So these 3 slides will help you a lot. Because later on we will study one demographic transition model. Demographic transition model in which different years are mentioned. Starting from 1905 till 2040. 4 stages are there in which they are showing the rate of birth rate. Birth rate they are showing that, and also death rate and total population. Increases there or decreases there. So these 3 slides which I mentioned, Maria, 2, 3, and 4 will help you a lot with it. Because after looking at the transition model, demographic transition model, if birth rate is lowing down, my dear, so what are the reasons behind that, my dear? If birth rate is increasing, what are the reasons behind that, my dear? If death rate is declining, what are the reasons behind that? So they will help you out, because later on, we will do one transition model. You have in your book, my dear, figure 12.5. It is the demographic transition model. So different years are mentioned, and in which they have used a kind of line graph that somewhere death rate is going down, birth rate is going up, my dear, birth rate is going down. So we will take the help of these slides, my dear, slide number 2, 3, and 4. Later on, we can write the answer easily, beta. So I will explain, when I will show you the transition model, Maria. Here we have we have seen in recent years in Pakistan a kind of decline in birth rate. So what are the causes behind that? What are the reasons behind that, Maria? You can see first one is the family planning, welfare programs such as the Women's Association. They have a program, my dear. Green Star clinics, they have been established, in all parts of the country. Child welfare associations, we have that. So they are some of the family planning programs or welfare programs, they have been started, in the country, and they have been implemented, effectively. Due to that, they have seen, a kind of decline in birth rate. Number 2, education is more widely available even in rural and remote areas. Yes. So you know that the level of education, level of literacy, so that is increasing, in all areas of the country. Yes, definitely we have high rate of literacy, in urban areas, but we have low literacy rate in rural or remote areas. But even in rural or remote areas, number of schools, they have increased, and literacy rate, has increased a lot, Maria. So which thing, we have achieved that now people are well aware. People have awareness, about the family planning and welfare programs. Number 3, literacy rate has increased. Yes, definitely it has increased, my dear. Once it was 45%, but now it has gone around about 60% better. Number 4, taking the services of NGOs. Yes, private organization, you know that, and non-governmental organizations, their services, their supports have been taken, by the government to reduce the birth rate in the country. Because these NGOs, they have their health program, my dear, in which they have family planning. Simple word I can tell you in family planning, बच्चे दो ही अच्छे. सुना होगा आप लोगों ने, बच्चे दो ही अच्छे. So these kind of family planning, okay, they have that. Number 4, my dear, awareness among the people, especially okay, in rural areas where girls are not educated, my dear. Yes, their programs are working okay, in all areas, and especially okay, in those areas where we have high birth rate. And high birth rate, okay, we have in illiterate women's better. I mean, those girls, okay, who are not educated, okay, so they have high birth rate. Because those who are educated, okay, so they pursue their careers, they pursue their professions, they want to be a doctor, engineer, or other ways, so they try to have their profession and they properly pursue that, their career oriented jobs, okay, they do jobs, okay, while getting the education, okay, proper, and getting the degree, my dear, and getting the jobs, okay, it takes a lot of time, my dear. Maybe after 35 or after 30, okay, so they marry that bit. So due to that, span of reproduction is less okay in there bit. So number 6, in urban areas, more girls are being educated, okay, entering in higher education, entering in career oriented jobs, my dear, that delay their marriage ages is bit. So span of reproduction is less okay as we get older, my dear. And number 7, okay, more youngster entering, okay, higher education and start working later, my dear. Because they try to have, okay, their proper, they pursue their careers, my dear. And once, okay, they achieve that, so later on, okay, they think about of marriages bit. Number 8, getting the services of ulemas. Religious scholars are also being involved in that. So government is taking the help of that too bit. And plus, okay, providing the contraceptive, okay, there are some of the medicines which are also given to the people to reduce or have decline in birth rate. Okay, boys, now we are going to the last point, my dear, of this slide of this presentation. It's about problems, okay, due to increase in population. If you have high population, okay, overpopulated, okay, overpopulation, so then what kind of problem, okay, you have to face, your country has to face. A large increase in population, it can hinder economic development, beta. You know the idea about GDP, beta, gross domestic product. If you have more population, it means your GDP per head, okay, will decrease, beta. GDP per head, okay, will decrease. China generates, okay, a lot of money, but it has large number of population, okay. That is the reason, my dear, the China is still a developing country. Developing country. It is not a developed country, beta. Or GDP per capita is low in China. This is due to high population, with large number of population. Overall economic development, okay, can be affected, or even it can go to less percentage, okay, we can say that. Number 2, food insecurity. You understand that if you have large population, it will consume, okay, more food, okay, which is produced, okay, in the country. Or maybe you can have shortage of food. So we call this situation as food insecurity. It means, okay, if you have shortage, so then you have to buy from other countries. And when you buy, okay, something from other country, you understand that it is very much costly, okay. A lot of cost, okay, government has to pay that. Government has to use, okay, foreign exchange for that. Foreign reserves, okay, government has to use to buy something from other countries. Unemployment, underemployment, okay, and even disguised, okay, employment, okay. So they are the terms I will explain later on when we will be doing the topic of employment. So they are the terms, okay, I will explain that. The first one I can explain, unemployment, you know that, joblessness. the state of not being employed. The state of not being employed, my dear. So we can have okay this situation in rural and urban areas. And the last point okay in this slide okay we have that. So this is the result of unemployment. So I will explain that bit. Number 3, burden on health facilities, fewer doctors, hospitals. Yes, better. More number of people, my dear. More number of children. Okay, my dear. Okay. More number of babies. Okay. More number of population people. Definitely. Okay. You will be having a kind of burden on your health facilities. So number of doctors. Okay, will decrease, my dear. Hospitals okay will not be enough. Okay, number of doctor will not be enough. Health facilities okay will not be enough okay for large growing population. So mean that there will be kind of burden on health resources. Shortage of water supply. More population will consume more water. More population will consume more water. And maybe you can have shortage of electricity, shortage of water supply too. And if we have shortage of water supplies, so I can tell you, my dear, what consequences okay we can face. Like if we have shortage of water for irrigation, you can understand that our agriculture will be affected. If we have shortage of water supply for industrial processes, industrial outputs okay will be affected. And if we have shortage of water supply for domestic use, household use, so then infectious diseases okay can mean affect your population. It means okay you have to spend a lot of money to cure those infectious diseases okay which are caused okay by the shortage of water, my dear, or maybe okay due to the supply of polluted water. Electricity crisis okay, you understand that, my dear. uh, Reason is in Pakistan that we have the problem of electricity. Our consumption is more and production is less. Because developed countries, whenever they develop the area better, first of all they check the resources, number of resources okay they are available there, their quantity okay how much available is there. So they check all these things and then they start okay working on that. And then if they think that okay that thing is having okay they less, so what did they do that? They try to arrange that okay, they try to manage that. Any resource okay which is not available over there, so they try to fulfill that better. In the same way, my dear, lack of education and institution. Yes, you can see this situation in some school, my dear. 40, 50 and 60 students are sitting okay in one class, my dear. And what would be the situation of the teacher? You can understand, my dear. To satisfy okay 50 brains and 60 brains, it's a very difficult task, my dear. And plus okay, when students okay sit together, my dear, suffocation okay and some other problem okay they can also affect the environment okay of the class beta. But in developed countries you will find okay maximum 15 students okay in lower grades or middle grades, my dear. 15 okay, not more than that. But in developing countries you have no idea, my dear, how many students okay will be there. Child labor. More number of children in the family, my dear, definitely okay their needs are more. And if they have only one breadwinner, that he is the person okay who generates money or who has the income, my dear, or he is a sole winner of livelihood, my dear, or breadwinner okay we call it. So definitely there will be a problem okay in the family, like he has to feed okay maybe 7 people, 8 people or more than that. So then he will bring okay his sons and daughter okay maybe for child labor. Burden on transport facilities. You understand the situation in Pakistan, my dear, that on the roof of the bus, my dear, people are full, my dear. Even people are hanging, okay. Even people are, full, okay, inside the bus. So this is the situation, my dear. So even your transport facilities, okay, can be overburdened, my dear. Burden on housing facilities. One house was one room is there, 10 people are living there, maybe more than that, maybe 7 people are living there. So you understand that in this way your environment is degraded, your atmosphere is degraded better when more and more people okay live in one area better. In the same way, this is the last point, okay, I told you that okay this is the effect of or result of unemployment, joblessness. If people are jobless, my dear, so we can have rise in crime rate and also terrorist activities. So if you have seen that we have street crimes, okay, in Pakistan and some other countries, the reason is unemployment, okay, they have no jobs. So either they can involve, okay, in street crimes, my dear, even killing of the people, my dear, looting of the people, my dear, and terrorist activities, okay, yes. The enemies of the country, they take the advantage of those young brains who are jobless. So they trap, okay, these people, young brains, okay, those who are jobless, unemployed, and use them, okay, for their purpose against the country, against the state. So they trap them, my dear, they give them money, okay, and later on, okay, they get, okay, their, I mean, uh, the purpose, okay, or whatever the targets, okay, they have or they have been given, okay, or they want to achieve in the country. So they achieve, okay, from those young brains, okay, who are jobless, my dear. And if you have you understand, my dear, and if you have more terrorist activities, okay, more peace in the country, so you can understand, my dear, how much bad effect, okay, will be for the country, my dear. They will say that okay in that country don't go there, don't invest over there, because there are a lot of we can say terrorist attacks, okay, terrorist activities, okay, so they are more okay in that country. So batteries, okay, don't go to that country, my dear. This is the reason, my dear, the tourism of Pakistan, okay, was minimized. It was reduced to zero. International tourism, okay, was reduced to zero for for some years, because the image of Pakistan, okay, it was not good, okay, internationally. But now, okay, in last 4 5 years, okay, we have seen the image of Pakistan, okay, has changed, okay, positively, my dear. So now international tourists, okay, are coming, and definitely, okay, they want to see the beautiful landscape of Pakistan, beautiful places of Pakistan. Okay, so we can take some other steps, my dear, for reducing the population growth, like human resource development. Question is, okay, how can we develop human resources? Or human resource, okay, they can be developed how, my dear? We can provide them, okay, literacy, mean education, training. We can increase, okay, their literacy rate. We can provide them educational facilities. We can focus on female education, women pursuing, okay, their careers, my dear, their professions. They want to adopt, okay, they want to be doctor, my dear, engineer, teacher, planner, architects, okay, in which field, okay, they want to work, okay, my dear. So we have to help the women that they should pursue their careers, my dear. Material possession, okay, will be more valuable, okay, than children, my dear, okay. This question is asked, okay, to that person before marriage. क्या सवाल होता है? एनीवन आइडिया बेटा? क्या आपका बेटा सेट है, जॉब करता है, घर है, गाड़ी है? So this is about the material gain, Mario, okay? That he has to work hard, he has to get okay proper job, Mario. He has to build okay proper house. So this is about the material possession. और इन चीज़ों के यानी परस्यू करने में और हासिल करने में वक्त काफ़ी गुजर जाता है. And when he marries, okay, so he marries late, Mario. And when he marries late, okay, so span of reproduction, okay, that is reduced. Then we have better knowledge of family planning, Maria. Yes, we can use okay this process too, or this step 2, Maria. Reduce the dependence on male. Yes, most of the women, okay, so they depend on males, okay, for some needs like food supply, okay, maybe tuition fees, okay, we can say that, or some other. Because if women, okay, they work, if they pursue their careers, so the dependence on males, okay, will be reduced better. So in this way, okay, we can develop our human resources better. Number 2, okay, we have to utilize our natural resources too. So in this way, okay, we can reduce the population growth. So there are some of the steps, okay, we can use that. Can you see the demographic transition model, beta?
Yes, sir.
Yes, beta. This is the figure, my dear. You can see I have taken from your book, and figure 12.5, you can see that beta. And this is the transition model, my dear, of demography, human population, as one stage is between 1905 to 1935. 30 years change, okay, they are showing that. And then they have from 1936 to 1970, that is a 35 years change with it. And then they have of 32 years, and then they have of 26 years beta. Stage 1 check beta, the line graph, birth rate, you can see it is constant beta, but death rate is fluctuating, Mario. There is a kind of fluctuation, okay, in death rate. It is starting okay with low but going up, okay, then low, then going up, my dear. So here question can be asked, my dear, that birth rate is same. So what are the reasons? Okay, definitely reasons are the policies, okay, family planning, okay, or some other ways we can write that, my dear. And death rate, okay, there is a kind of rise, okay, that is a kind of low too, my dear. So the points, okay, we discussed, okay, in the last presentation, okay, in slide number 2, 3, 4. So they will help you out, okay, in finding the answer. In 1936 to 1970, you can see that birth rate has decreased, my dear. So why is there low birth rate? Okay, same point, okay, you will write that. And death rate, okay, you can see that it has fallen a lot. So for death rate or decline in death rate, okay, what are the reason behind that? So you will write the same thing with it. So in 1936, 1970, you can see that birth rate is more than the death rate. It means the natural increase, okay, we call it better. So due to natural increase, okay, population increases because birth rate is more and death rate is less. Then come to 1971, 2003, my dear. Here you can see that death rate, okay, has fallen more, and even birth rate, okay, has fallen more, my dear. So decline in birth rate and death rate, okay, what are the reasons, okay, behind that? So this is the reason, okay, my dear, you can see that Still, okay, population has increased. Now come to 2014 and 2040, my dear. Still, okay, birth rate is more, but death rate is constant. Okay, you can see that a little bit fluctuation is there, my dear. And due to that, the population of the country where we have less birth rate and more death rate, okay, so population has decreased. Otherwise, okay, population, they are showing that, okay, it will remain constant with it. And this is due to mean low birth rate and low death rate. Clear beta or not clear beta?
Clear.
Yes, sir, clear.
Thank you very much. If it is clear for you, my dear. Okay, then we come to the population structure, okay. And in population structure, okay, we will do some questions, my dear. And in population, we have a few terms. Population distribution, okay, you read it all these in grade 7, all these 5, okay. The terms, okay, which are used in population structure. Population distribution, okay, you know that the way people are distributed, okay, within an area, maybe in the village, maybe in the town or city bit, or only specific area. And population density is average number of people per square kilometer or per miles, okay, that is also they consider that bit. Mean number of people, okay, living per unit and area, and per unit and an area is square kilometer. And square kilometer, how many people living there bit. If number is more, so we say that area is highly densely populated, and if number are less, okay, so we say that area is having, okay, low density of population. High density of population and low density of population. So we have questions, Maria, about low population density and high population density. We did, okay, this question in grade 7, but I will elaborate, okay, and I will explain, okay, more. So keep in mind that in population density, you have to write the unit with it. Whatever unit is mentioned, okay, in the graph, or if it is not in the graph, my dear, so then if they ask, okay, only definition, so you will write square kilometer. But if you don't write, keep in mind that, my dear, if this question is of 2 marks, if you write only definition and you don't write the unit, so you will be given, okay, only 1 mark with it. 1 mark, okay, will be deducted, okay, from that. Population growth rate. Population growth rate, okay, what is the definition of that? Increase in a country's population, okay, during a certain period, usually 1 year with. Yes, this calculation is done, okay, annually with, yearly. In 1 year, how much increase, okay, in country's population was, so we call it population growth rate. Like economic growth rate, you understand that, Maria, did GDP of the country, okay, increase or not? Or here we have the population growth rate. It means that there was increase in country's population, okay, during a certain period, usually over or in 1 year. So was it or not? Then we have population structure. It means it is the percentage of males and females in different age groups. Yes, I will also explain that, okay, that how do we define, okay, different age groups, okay, so they are between which year to which year, when year. And population pyramid, yes, we will have the question here, my dear, too. Population pyramid, you can see that these are the two pyramids, my dear. One is the showing the urban areas, the percentage of males and females. Another one is showing the rural area, main males percentage, and also females percentage. And plus, okay, the age group, number of people, okay, they are falling in a different age group, my dear. So which one are they, my dear? So I will explain, okay, inshallah, in the coming lesson video. So population pyramid, the proportion of males and females within selected groups, okay, shown in a pyramid graph, pyramid like graph, okay, which I showed you that. So that is called, okay, population pyramid. So how do we write the answer, okay, if question is there? Inshallah, I will explain, okay, when we have the question about that. Okay, here you can see that a population pyramids, okay, so they indicate what? A high birth rate, okay, leading to high dependency ratio with, and fall in death rate, okay, with more people in the middle age group, and a slighter longer expectancy, okay, life expectancy, okay, you know that when people are alive, okay, for more years, so we call it as life expectancy, my dear. If people die, okay, early, so life expectancy is short. And if people remain alive, okay, maybe number of population of the country which is in upper age group over 60, and they remain alive, okay, maybe 80 years, 85 years, okay. So here we call it life expectancy, okay, as is longer, my dear. So overall it is calculated, okay, from lower age group, middle age group, and also upper age group. Middle age group is from 0 to less than 15 years, and middle age group is from 15 to 60, and upper age group is over 60, upper age group. And these age groups, okay, so they have their importance, Maria. One group is depending on country's resources, another one is increasing the resources, okay, or other one, okay, is also having a kind of burden, okay, on the economy of the country. So inshallah I will explain, okay, in next lesson. If you have any question, you can ask me.
No, sir, no question.
So take care, inshallah. See you next lesson. Allah Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz, sir.
Allah Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz, sir.
Allah Hafiz.